A memorial for those we've lost, clubs that meet at lunch today, and Ms. Gibbs is here with a preview of college opportunities. Live from the media studio right here at beautiful Valley High School, this is Falcon Flash.
Americans this Tuesday will mark the 17th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks that struck the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and Shanksville, Pennsylvania. That's where Chip Reed takes us this morning to visit a new monument and listen to its voices in the wind.
In a field amid the rolling hills of central Pennsylvania stands the Tower of Voices. 93 feet tall, it honors the heroes of Flight 93. It will be dedicated later today, the last piece of this 2,200-acre memorial that includes the crash site known as the Sacred Ground, a visitor center that tells the story of Flight 93, and the Wall of Names built directly under the flight path. The tower, still a work in progress, holds 8 wind chimes, but soon there will be 40, one for each passenger and crew member who died here on September 11th, 2001. When completed, the chimes are expected to sound like this. Paul Murdoch is the architect of the Flight 93 National Memorial.
When people visit the Tower of Voices and they hear those chimes, what do you want them to feel or to think?
The first thing I want them to do is feel.
Feel.
Whatever they feel. The tower itself is quite heroic. It's a monumental piece. It's meant to be heroic. But the sounds are not booming chimes. They're meant to be actually quite subtle and intimate so that people can be there and have a very personal experience, and whatever that is for them.
This part of Pennsylvania is known for its windmills.
There's a lot of wind in this area, and that's part of why we thought of the wind chime tower.
But there's another reason. The 40 chimes, he says, symbolize the voices of the 40 passengers and crew members, many of whom called their loved ones after the plane was hijacked. Some were only able to leave heartbreaking voicemails.
Hi, baby. You have to listen to me carefully. I'm on a plane that's been hijacked. Please tell my children that I love them very much. I hope to be able to see your face again, baby. Bye.
But others calling from Flight 93 got through.
A stunning and cowardly strike on the United States.
And learned that 3 planes that morning had already been flown into the World Trade Center in New York and the Pentagon. They quickly realized that their plane was being used in a terrorist attack. The passengers and crew debated what to do. They voted on a plan, and they decided to fight back. They stormed the cockpit, and after a struggle, the plane crashed near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, killing all on board. It was later determined that the hijackers' target was probably the U.S. Capitol.
There's clearly a sense of satisfaction.
Gordon Felt is president of the families of Flight 93. His older brother, Ed Felt, was a passenger.
We don't look at the 40 passengers and crews as victims. We look at them as heroes. Obviously, they wanted to live, but they also knew that in order to try to survive, they had to fight. And in doing so, they lost their lives, but they averted a far greater tragedy that would have been inflicted on our country.
If you were asked in one sentence to say, what is the purpose of this memorial, what would it be?
To remember September 11th, the sacrifices of all of the heroes that were present that day. Because really, they represent us all. It could have been any one of us that morning. Most importantly, when visitors walk away, I hope that they take with them a question. If it was me, could I have done what they did?
Paul Murdoch says he hopes this landscape that is both pastoral and rugged will keep people coming here to remember for generations to come.
There's a serenity here to allow people to reflect and be contemplative. And there's a severity to remind people of what actually happened here. This is a battleground on the one hand, but it's also a final resting place of these 40 people.
And good morning, students and staff. Let's get right to today's Falcon Flash. Here's Gabby.
Hi, good morning, students. Today at Valley, Hope Alive Bible Club meets in 10-1 today at lunch. Pizza provided, all are welcome. HOSA is meeting today during lunch in room 3-10. Please get your front of the line pass from Ms. Faye. See you there. Dance team is having a hip hop workshop today from 3 to 4 p.m. in room 20-4. Tickets are $3 in ASB. Purchase your ticket today during break or lunch, or immediately after school to take part in this workshop. Let's welcome Ms. Gibbs, who has some great information to help you reach higher. Hint, hint, wear your college, military, or trade school attire tomorrow for rewards points. Ms. Gibbs?
Good morning, Falcons. I'm Ms. Gibbs, your higher education coordinator. Today we have Chapman University visiting our campus at lunch. The purpose of college visits is for Valley Falcons to have direct access to people from specific colleges to be able to ask questions and get valuable information on programs and majors offered at a school, how to apply to a campus, what makes you stand out as an applicant, and information about financial aid. We have a variety of colleges coming to Valley over the next 6 weeks, from private schools to UCs to Cal States. All grade levels are invited to attend. It is never too early to start researching colleges. If you are interested in attending, you can get a front of line pass from me at break the day of the visit or right at the beginning of lunch in 8-3. Chapman is here today, and UC Berkeley will be here on Thursday. Speaking of Berkeley, an assistant director of admissions is going to be hosting a UC application walkthrough this Friday, September 14th at Santa Ana High School from 6 to 8 p.m. The walkthrough will cover a variety of components within the application. This is your chance to hear directly from a person that reads applications for a UC campus and what they are looking for and how best to represent yourself. You can get more details in my Google Classroom for the class of 2019. Also, MIT will be at Segerstrom High School this Saturday, September 15th, for their Orange County information session. If you are interested in learning more about this school, you should plan on attending. The event starts at 2 p.m. at Segerstrom's auditorium.
If you have your Chromebook but don't yet have insurance for it, Valley recommends that you consider purchasing for just $39 for a year's coverage. Information about Chromebook insurance can be found in both English and Spanish in your Falcon Flash classroom. Faith here is now to share what's up with sports.
Congratulations to the girls golf team for a great match against Laguna Beach High School. Here's a bit of a video from the competition. boys water polo team as they travel to play Whitney High School today, and the girls volleyball team who will take Catella High at Catella. And let's not forget about our home varsity football game this Friday night as the Falcons take on La Quinta High School. Game starts at 7 p.m. Don't miss out. This is our final home game until homecoming on October 19th. The game on Friday is Military Appreciation Night, so wear camo. And veterans get in at children's price at $3. Be sure they bring their military ID.
And that's it for today's Falcon Flash. And remember, Falcon Fever, catch it!